Did anybody get buried under the cement?
No.
Again, I'm not seeing a fucking concern here.
They fought. They kind of start. They
You're
got
not seeing. How are you?
That's Sean's job.
Whoa!
Thanks, Sean, for that. Welcome back, everybody, to All Over the Place with Corey and Sean. Sorry you had to sit through that bullshit.
It's going to be a day.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a good day. Before we get started, I would like to congratulate everybody on the show. We hit 2,000 views on our first episode, which was the Glenn episode.
That wasn't the first episode. We've done many, many episodes.
Okay, fine. The first episode hit 2,000.
The first successful episode.
Yeah.
first one anybody actually watched.
Yeah. The first true. We had our first true success where we had an episode hit 2,000 views, and it was the Glenn episode, which everybody saw coming because that fucker is just a media doll.
Yeah.
It
really was.
So thanks everybody for watching that. Where were you on a few of the others? But hey, we're happy you came out for at least one viewing. Sorry we couldn't have made it better for you.
Nobody.
Yeah, we weren't going to either.
Nah. Speaking of that, it's like also I have to both plug and point out something hilarious in that Shane here in our sister channel, which what KFW Studios.
KFW Studios.
He was called.
I was pigeonholed.
He was called a right winger
Profile.
and I guess made to feel like he loved Trump, which everybody who knows Shane knows that's not true.
What had happened was we did a video on they thems and wokeisms and stuff. I cut a short out of it, put it up. Apparently, people got mad and decided that I'm some crazy right winger because I'm like, I don't care.
And
You're being ridiculous. Stop it.
That's it. And anybody who knows him, he's definitely not a right winger.
Nah, far from it.
You are now.
Are you really surprised though? You basicly threw raw meat into a fucking wolf den.
But you know what?
Check the views on that short, homie.
That's it. It was a hell of a wolf
Controversy sells.
I understand that.
But
that's what I'm saying. That's where these people
for
dwell.
that though, for the whole situation.
You got your Reddit, I got my
winger,
YouTubes.
Yeah. It's like for being called a right winger, I'll just say congratulations.
No, I'm highly insulted by that.
This is MAGA country now.
MAGA studio.
How dare you say that in this house?
Well, that's the whole fucking thing. Why I refuse to get political on this goddamn show is because with me, it's not all or nothing. And with these fuckers like this, he's not a fucking right winger just because he doesn't believe that pronouns are something that you should discuss in a political fucking forum. It's
not even the
The
discussion.
political forum of KFW Studios.
What the people don't realize from the short is that the adamancy of the people shouting this stuff. I mean, they think I was making fun of people in general. No, I was making fun of the people that make the Tic Tacs about the you will call me this and get used to it.
And your whole stance is
the absurdity
way more important.
Oh yeah, many things are much more important.
This is something so fucking irrelevant, yet they make it such a goddamn issue. It's like that. I thought that's what you were getting at.
If y'all shut the fuck up about your non-binary shit, we'll get you some health care.
Fuck that. Who needs health care?
Yeah. Pay for it like everybody else.
That's
fucker.
what I say.
We do.
Take it out of your paycheck, not mine.
But no, did you see the one before Christmas? It blew up like on YouTube and TikTok and X or whatever. It was a girl who was saying what to do with her family that misgenders. Well, it was him, I guess.
I don't know, but I got to interject something that's really driving me crazy. At what point can every news organization in the country stop saying X, formerly known as Twitter, in parentheses or quotation marks? Nobody fucking cares. We get it. We understand.
Yeah, go post your stuff on X and then go post your videos on X
Twitter.
videos.
X, formerly known as Twitter, yes.
It worked for Prince.
No, it really didn't, though.
No,
it's the thing. Yeah. It really didn't.
But after Purple Rain, it all went.
But Prince was interesting.
But
Oh my God, yeah. That's the kind of shit that, they're wasting fucking time on. But you know what? The news also, they throw out some interesting shit.
Yeah, let's get away from this political stuff.
Let's get away from the true political shit. And Sean found himself a news story that really hits home for him. And I think he's going to tell us a little bit about it.
He was really digging it.
Well,
he was digging it. Jesus Christ.
Why don't we intro this one with the video?
Yeah,
we got a video.
Show the video.
We can rip off the video for a long time.
Although Sean digging it was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
The Department of Buildings is now issuing vacate orders to a synagogue over an illegal underground tunnel in the building.
And no,
Police say
Sean, it
9
didn't
men
include
were
gas
arrested on
pipes.
criminal mischief and reckless
Anti-Semitic sons
endangerment
of
charges
bitches.
for using a hole they dug in the wall to access the Brooklyn synagogue during off hours. Brad Milkey, host of the Start Here podcast, is here with more on this.
Who dug the
Brad,
hole?
This all
The
came about
bunch of
because
students.
police responded
Why?
to
The
reports of
apparently
the
an
youngsters
wall
of the parish.
and a disorderly
Well,
group
basically, it was a
outside.
crawl
So
space
how
that
did
they
that turn
dug
into a
deeper.
secret passageway? And what else do you know about what
Did
this
they find
was
Anne
used?
Frank in it?
This is a really wild story, Diane. I think a
No,
lot of
they
New
found her a
Yorkers
long
don't
time
even
ago.
know
If they
when
didn't find
passed
her,
this
then
brick
what the hell do I
synagogue
care?
in Crown Heights in Brooklyn, that they're passing one of the most significant religious sites
What is
in the
that?
city. So this has stood for decades
The
as
start
the center
here. Why
of
did he start here
That
when
guy's
it could
on
be
the-
all
He's
over?
wearing us as a hat.
How many lines has that guy
guy
done this morning? Jesus.
Boy, vey.
Synagogue.
He is
Come and worship.
excitable.
Some people get visas to study at the yeshiva here. And so what leaders of the synagogue
Yeah,
found out recently,
when the
apparently,
police, yeah,
was
they
that
started
some
trashing it.
followers, some members had built a secret tunnel going from other buildings into this space, which was shocking to them. They decided this wasn't okay with the leaders of the
Shocking.
synagogue. They bring in a cement mixer to fill it all in, and that's when there's this huge confrontation.
Were they
As if
hiding
were
Elion
protecting sort
in
of a
there?
tree in the forest from being torn down. They actually sit in the tunnel itself.
Do you have to
keep
keep
it from
your
being filled
yarmulke
in.
on under a
Police are
hard hat?
called. There's actually a huge
Or
brawl
can you take it
at the
off?
site. At one point,
Good question.
people were tearing off pieces of wood to kind of create a
I think as long as you
barricade.
have your
And
head
eventually that
covered
results in
order to
actually a
humble
scuffle with
yourself before
police.
God.
Is that what that's
Irritant
about?
gas is
I'm pretty sure.
used, and then,
I just thought it was half a hat.
Arrests are made.
So
really,
obviously
an
male pattern
unbelievable
baldness is a
situation.
big
That
thing
actually
in,
exposed some pretty
you know,
deep
the Jewish
fissures
community.
in this pretty
Yeah, that's
deep-
why they.
It's
It's a big thing in this household.
Why they grow the
Yeah.
curls
Synagogue
out.
responding out.
Well, this actually
They grow the curls
created
out
a
to take
pretty deep
attention away
divide or
from the bald
expose a divide
spots.
that's been there for years, because you have to sort of understand about this religious sect to understand why this tunnel was even
kind of a
being
cult.
perhaps made. Is that for years this
bit.
site at 770 Eastern Parkway was led by this world famous rabbi known simply as the Rebbe, who created all this.
The Rebbe?
He died in 1994, but until then
I think
he had
they
been
did that
arguing
just
for
'cause
this
they're
site
lazy.
to be expanded, saying we need more space.
Like his name was
Cramped
Rabbi
space
Shmuley?
with the number of
We need to
followers
think of a
over there.
really cool
Well, there are some
nickname for the
members of
rabbi.
this
How about the
sect who
Rebbe?
believe that the Rebbe's not dead.
Rebbe.
In fact,
Alright,
they
good,
see
write
him
it
as a
down.
living Messiah, and so in
Oh,
honor
yeah,
of
they're
him,
saying that
there
the
even
leader
disputes
guy's
over
not
whether they
really
should put a
dead.
plaque up at
Hey,
the synagogue
who
saying he
also
was
does
dead,
that?
Because some people said,
Cults.
no, he's not. And so there were arguments over
I don't know.
What else do
we should
cults do?
expand this site.
Do we know if
Some
he's
people
used
thought
the
it was moving
defied
too
death
slowly,
before?
and so some have
We
speculated
talked
that
over him
some
when
of
he
these
was
sort of
talking about
young,
it,
more
but yeah,
extremist
there were
men,
people in the
younger guys,
sect
some of
that
them
were
perhaps even from Israel,
upset that they
decided in
weren't
his
going
honor
to put a
to build
plaque
this
to
tunnel.
honor
The
his
synagogue
death,
says
but
it's a
he's
terrible
not
look
dead.
for the entire
We're not putting that
religion, for
plaque
the
up.
entire site, and
Yeah,
that's why they're so
take your
worried.
fucking-
especially
You don't get your
considering
plaque,
these
we
guys
dig
that
tunnel.
might have done more harm than good. Like
Pick
you said,
a
they're
lane,
issuing that
people.
vacate order.
Now, Brad, this tunnel connects 4 neighboring
Muzzle
buildings.
top.
So have any other buildings been
Molotov.
impacted here? And what happens next?
Well, that's
No,
what
they
they're
put
trying
a
to figure
muzzle
out
top
right now. In
cocktails.
fact, that's why the other day the Department of Buildings did say that the structural integrity of this synagogue has been affected, and so they're warning people to stay away from this
Yeah.
site. And so that's why.
Well, when you dig
again,
underneath
such
a
deep
foundation of a
divide
building-
in this community,
So
because
this is a
if
news story
people thought
about
they were
something
trying to
that
help
only
the
affected
the
the
late
synagogue
Rebbe's vision,
structurally?
certainly hasn't
No,
helped.
it
The
got-
reputation
it got more
or the
attention than it
physical
probably
stability
should.
of
Yeah,
the site.
there was a
That's
heated
kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
there was a heated altercation when they decided they were going to fill it in with cement trucks. The youngsters that apparently dug and or used the tunnel, they like stood up and protested, and there was an altercation.
And well, there's also conflicting reports because
Did anybody get buried under the cement?
no,
No,
Again, I'm not seeing a fucking concern here.
they fought. They kind of start. They
You're
got
not seeing. How are you?
that's Sean's job.
sounds like Corey's having some problems concentrating. Maybe we could send him to some kind of camp.
Dude, I could work on my concentration?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
Okay, then.
I hear they have very relaxing showers.
Wow. I did not see that one coming.
This show took a turn. I may be able to publish some of this.
I wouldn't guarantee it.
I'm not counting on it.
It's gonna be our best episode.
Boy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still lost here as to why the fuck we're concerned about these Jew tunnels.
Well, because
it spurred many conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm. Also, there was a video of a Jewish man, a clearly Jewish man.
We have a group of teenagers that got off their ass and did something with manual labor, and that is newsworthy, huh?
Well, supposedly they weren't even the ones doing
Hey.
it. They hired some people to do it.
Oh, they fucking subcontracted a goddamn. Oh,
Of course.
they
Why
did it in
wouldn't
the most, they did it in the most Jewish way possible.
Apparently, they had hired some. I'll try and get the picture, and hopefully Shane can just plop it up on the screen right here in
probably
post. Oh well, I'll do my part. I'll send you the thing.
point somewhere.
But they had, apparently they hired some illegal immigrants to dig the tunnels for them.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna. They're not gonna spring for union contractors.
No.
And I don't understand.
We're not getting union tradesmen to dig for that.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, because the last time Jews, participated in manual labor, it's lasted thousands of years.
What, the pyramids?
No, he's talking about
not-
the other Jewish tunnels.
Yes.
But but apparently, like, it makes you wonder. It's like, is that why they're getting all those illegals into New York? They're going to build a larger, more hive-like tunnel system under New York.
What are they going to hide?
They could probably get one big enough for trains to drive through.
Huh.
At least they'll be on time.
If you're lucky.
If you get the right man running it.
Wow. So, yeah, tunnels under New York and to transport people.
But,
Yeah.
well,
That's brilliant.
what the news show,
I didn't know they had an underground railroad for Jews.
yes, they were
They do now.
they were avoiding the income tax.
Holy Jesus.
Sean, please tell us more about these fucking things and why we should care.
So,
You didn't do a good enough job to convince me that I need to care about these fucking things.
Well, no, I was saying
This is Sean's episode. I mean,
That's it.
This is his baby. We're letting him run with it.
yeah.
Sean brought the Jew tunnels, or actually, I think you said Jew sewers.
No, I said Jew tunnels.
Oh, okay, Jew tunnels. Okay, yes. Tell us more about the Jew
Teenage
tunnels.
Mutant Jewish Turtles.
Yes. I can't wait for you to fuck up the thumbnail on that one.
Corey doesn't fuck up the thumbnails. Don't be ridiculous.
Nope. Nope. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us more.
Oh, so
Give me something funny I can use. On
we've
a thumbnail.
about covered all of the stuff that's out on the news. So obviously the only
what
conclusion
goes beyond the news?
it's not.
By looking at memes
we know
that
who-
were on are on underwater basket weaving websites.
We know who controls the media. What are they not
This
telling
is
us,
true.
Sean?
They're not telling us about
That's why I said, did they find Anne Frank in these? Otherwise, I don't care.
They did find a high chair and a mattress, which has led to many theories claiming that they are engaging in child trafficking, and the justification is that
Give Filthagate.
if they're going to do it, or if they don't care about children over in the place where we're not going to talk about because we're not political, they would do it here also.
Also, another thing
What do
that
we
has
wear?
that theory going more is the fact that one of the tunnels is supposed to lead across the street where there is a children's hospital.
Yeah.
And yeah, when we said this, I did say that sounds suspiciously Catholic to me more so than Jewish.
Yeah.
But then we decided also that that's going to be the name of our band.
Suspiciously Catholic.
Suspiciously Catholic.
Yeah.
But,
Please look forward to it.
The mattress was also old and heavily soiled.
but it's an old man.
Soiled with what? If it's underground.
Looked like it had a pea stain
Bodily
on it.
fluids, duh.
Oh, okay. Bodily fluids. Which ones?
I don't know.
Take your pick.
I ain't no fluidologist.
But
He's not gender fluid.
Obviously.
Yes, clearly he's not gender fluid.
Obviously, because I'm a hardcore right winger.
Exactly.
But this is not the first time this particular church has been in, hot oven water.
Oh,
In 1991, they were members of this particular church were they claim is loosely responsible for the Crown Heights riots, where neighborhood people attacked Jewish people and the synagogues, and did a lot of
Neighborhood
damage.
people.
Yeah, because members of this church's Jewish motorcade booped the snoot of a couple children.
Boop the snoot.
Yes, and killed one of them. So they got a little angry,
So they got a little history of being weird with kids.
Well, not weird with kids. They just ran them over. They didn't touch them after.
That's a different kind of hostility.
well, that just tells me they're bad drivers more than anything else. As far
They're
as
not Asian.
what
They're not from Ohio either.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a little more specific about these riots, because Jewish extremism just doesn't.
No, it wasn't Jewish
two words
extremism.
that go together to
Well,
me.
I'm really trying to beat around the bush. And I don't want to get. I don't want this thing to get pulled. But
Check out the KFW Studios channel, because that's gonna stay up.
And,
Quick.
That
Go
one's-
ahead and just
not getting.
go ahead and just crop in the one of your shorts real quick, and that'll break up the monotony. That'll throw off the people watching the video.
Yeah, I'm not going through all that. I'm not set up for that shit right this second.
but to answer your
In
question,
post.
people of a certain persuasion. In the 90s, Hillary Clinton called them super predators, and they assaulted Jewish people, burned down Jewish businesses. All the normal trappings of a good,
So Jewish people.
of a nice, fun riot.
Huh.
Damn New Yorkers.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
New Yorkers.
okay.
They just hate everything. But now this Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Brooklyn is where the tunnels are. I don't think we got far enough in the video, but those students, they stood down in the tunnel until the police had to physically come in and get them, because the students claim that they want to.
Were they trespassing?
Well, I mean, they're students.
Were they breaking any laws being there?
Well, when the police
yes.
told them to leave and
Well,
they didn't
they-
leave.
Well,
They were also ripping down the paneling
Yeah,
off the wall.
they were-
to
Okay.
protect-
they were-
this is our tunnel.
they
Well,
were.
that's so they were actually destroying property and all that shit.
Oh yeah, if you
They-
you saw the video, they were. They were
I got to be
tearing up-
honest with you, I didn't watch it intently.
Obviously, the tunnels were not sanctioned by the church officially.
Yeah.
They were not
Okay,
sanctioned by
okay.
the city of New York.
That's it. They probably didn't.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, the city
They
that
didn't
was.
get a permit for that.
Well, that's what started all this. Was the city engineers had actually gotten a report from a neighbor lady who heard them working on it, and was like, I think they're doing some kind of underground hammer, whatever. And so she called the police. The police brought in city engineers, and and that's what started all of it, because the city engineers just wanted to inspect it to make sure the building wouldn't fall on their fucking heads.
And then they found out that, sure enough, if they'd have kept going, it might very well would have.
Yeah.
Damn government has to ruin everything.
Oh, I know.
You can't have the Jew tunnels. It's just
And
racist.
but then
They're bankers, not engineers.
well, this all kind of came to a head when the video of it very clearly was not a student. It was an older Jewish man climbed out
Old
of
people can be
out of a
students.
sewer grate. Well, but he wasn't what the church was claiming, that it was all like teenager students. This guy was clearly in his 30s, 40s, whatever.
Looking all verklempt.
And he climbed out of a sewer grate and ran away.
Which
and,
also, when
and
you
it was
say that,
across the street.
when
from the
you
church.
say that it's like, oh, it was only students, and then people that are clearly older start crawling out,
Yeah.
that doesn't help your.
No.
Don't worry about the conspiracy theories, Goyim. It is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the church definitely doesn't know anything about it, and the first guy that comes is one of the fucking rabbis with one of the little curly Q's sticking out of his fucking Jew hat.
Yarmulke.
Yeah, it's part of the hat. It's
Okay,
not,
yeah.
it's not attached to his head.
It's a
Wait,
yarmulke.
what?
Have you not seen Mel Brooks?
Yes.
Fegalus?
Fagalus?
It's all right.
We'll bless them all until we get fish naked.
Yeah. What was it? That was Robin Hood, wasn't it? When he was
Men in tights.
the rabbi.
Yes.
So, I liked him, and I liked Dick Van Patten and that special guy behind him.
Hey,
I hate that guy.
You said Dick.
Well, yeah. I also said Van Patten.
That's not as funny.
Dick Van
Yeah.
Patten. Patten is Dick. You know what? Too advanced for you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, Jew tunnels. Back to him, Sean. Let's hear it.
Yeah, we covered most of it.
Well, that's we covered. We got time to fill here.
They're trying to cover all of it.
Exactly.
People standing in the way.
I did the research. Did anybody else?
I posted more.
Well,
recent
then
stuff
why
than
are you not
did.
telling us more about it?
Because you're asking Sean to do it.
Well, it was kind of his baby.
Obviously, you're not gonna.
I sent a bunch of memes about it into the channel that Shane will not be posting into the
Okay.
video.
Well, Sean brought memes to the conversation. Thank you, Sean. Moving on. Casey, tell us more.
Well, again, as
Sean brought memes to the verbal conversation in which
Yes.
we were having.
did you bring the picture? Like, hold them up. You know,
No, I haven't.
You
got
should
my
have printed
friend
the
hooked up yet.
memes so we could
Yeah.
at least hold them up and have a frame of reference.
exactly.
Only there was a way to, in post, put pictures up on the screen.
So
Maybe
if only
one day
there
the
was a way
technology
of
will exist.
You need to
somebody
talk to the
else
technical
to
department
do
about that.
so
stuff
you're
in post.
you want to alter media?
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy.
Sounds sounds very suspect to me.
But
I'm trying to find out what the conspiracy is, trying to make this sound way more important than what I feel that it rightly should sound.
well, because of again what is going on in another place that we're not going to get into.
You're
Still say the
listening.
place. You can tell me why.
I don't know if you can say that on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really don't want to do that.
it's an iffy subject.
Yeah.
But you,
The-
still, you
because-
can't say the
Because
word.
they don't
the
want you
thing
to
is-
talk about it.
According to the world we're living in, if you say anything at all critical of the Israeli government, you're an anti-Semite and hate Jews.
but then
This is not government though. This is a bunch of fucking morons that don't know anything about structural.
But the thing he's
integrity.
alluding to is something going on
well, yeah, I
over
get
there
that.
that the Israeli government is involved in.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't see where this is
And on-
relevant in that conversation.
We're not going to put up with your Jew hate.
well,
Yeah.
no, actually, Corey, it is relevant because the people
They have tunnels all the way over to Israel.
no,
Then fucking they're lazy.
but the point is that the people who are screaming the loudest about these tunnels are people who may harbor prejudice against said country and are claiming that this church is engaging in, again, like child
So
trafficking.
basically, this news story is not about a bunch of people doing stupid shit. It's about a bunch of people who may or may not bitch about them doing stupid shit
Yes.
for prejudice reasons.
Isn't that what all
Because
news
they're
stories
cla-
are about?
Yes.
because they're
Well,
claiming the tunnels.
Here's actually more accurate what you're trying to say. It's just about the tunnels if you're watching the news. If you're on social media,
Yeah.
it's about the thing that we're not going to talk about. And if you're on the internet, it's about how that they are trying to cover up something and they have their own agenda.
By they, he means the internet people.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
the
the
Israelis?
internet people.
Oh, said it.
The bruise.
That's why we got beer
That's
on the
why
show
I don't
today.
Of the
fucking-
he
This is why I
variety.
don't look to social media or news for that matter. For
Or anything at all.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm not on social
That's
media. but
actually
even
why
I
we
saw it.
started the podcast, was because Corey got tired of having to not have any idea what anyone was talking about. And he's
So
like,
I'm
if
just gonna
only
make
there
my
was a
own shit
way.
up.
I need some guys around me that want to know what they're talking about.
No, I'll just make my own shit up and go with that.
Now
we
it's,
know.
Now it's gotten to the point where I got to spoon feed Corey's fucking news to him once a month.
Drive me to the recording.
Keep him fucking updated.
Well, the whole thing is that would mean
the
that I care
studio,
about
Jeeves.
being updated. I don't give a shit. It's like I don't fucking care about some tunnels that these idiots are digging under a fucking synagogue. It's like, are they filling it with explosives and they're going to blow up half of New York? No.
What if they're filling them with children?
Are they?
Some
No,
would, some
they're
would
not.
say.
Yeah, that's the big conspiracy because they found an old dusty high chair
It's like,
and that
well,
old.
no. Are they
shitty
loading them with
mattress.
bombs? No. Are they loading them with children they're trafficking or planning to sell to South America? No.
We don't know.
Then
that
what are we
they
here
are.
for?
Yeah,
see,
we don't
Maybe
know.
they are.
That's where the conflicting
Eh.
reports come in. Is
Maybe
because,
it's not good enough for me. It's like I want a solid reason why those fucking tunnels are there because it sounds like all they're looking for is a place to play
Well,
hide and seek.
You
during
just mad
mass.
because you can't go through a tunnel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You get stuck in the grating trying to get out onto the street.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could squeeze into those. They didn't look like they could accommodate the full-figured
You just
gentleman.
mad because you
Maybe there is a reason for
127 year
my
hours.
outrage.
There was some full-figured students down
Yeah, yeah. It's like you
Students
can't tell me
of
they were
size.
fat students.
But see,
Students of size.
the
sorry,
entire
students of size.
controversy
Because they're
comes-
beautiful.
The church itself is claiming that the tunnel is only like 20 or 30 feet long, but then there's other pictures that haven't been necessarily verified that that was the tunnel, but it was showing a tunnel that was like hundreds of feet long.
They just wanted to sneak in to the synagogue to do their worshiping after business hours.
Underneath the foundation of the building.
The doors are locked. They got to find an alternate. way
There's
into
all
the
these
building.
questions about the fucking, what's actually down there in the tunnel. Does the city of New York not have like a fucking low level guy who's like, can you just like go in there,
They have.
go in the hole and just
Suppo-
walk around and tell us
the-
what's there?
They have.
Depending on what you're wanting to look
they
at,
have
it
the
would be it would be more of a question of who is running New York. Would it be in their interest to go look in the tunnels?
Does the mayor of New York attend this synagogue?
I don't keep track of.
We
it.
don't know because the
No.
tunnels are unregulated.
I don't
Yeah.
know who the mayor of New York is. I can't remember the last what time.
Dude, I don't know who the mayor of St. Albans is. It's okay.
You have a mayor?
Probably.
I thought it was unincorporated.
No,
No.
No.
It's got
Oh,
a
is
police
it?
force. It's definitely.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Well, get to the bottom of that and answer that before the next episode.
Find out next week
St.
who the mayor of St. Albans
Yeah, I'll get right
is.
on that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the research department.
If you are the mayor of St. Albans, you're more than welcome to come on the show and explain to us who you are and why you matter.
And whether or not you would support a synagogue digging tunnels underneath.
Or a
if they're-
synagogue in general, because I haven't seen one in this.
That's it. I
Yeah,
can't
how
say
come
that I know
there's
where
not-
one is.
There is one. There's one out Southridge.
Have you
That's
already?
not St. Albans.
No.
Yeah, it's different.
I thought you meant like,
Are there already tunnels under St. Albans?
Maybe.
Inquiring minds want to know, and by us we mean Corey.
and were they dug by Jewish
I never
people?
said us. You didn't say us. You said inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, and you're an inquiring
No,
mind.
You didn't
Corey,
say us wants
Corey,
to
you
know.
didn't say us. You talk about them all the time.
Yeah. Those people.
Oh, yeah, real nice. You're conveniently leaving out the zers and z's. Nice.
Spoken like a true plural.
You alt-right bastard.
He is.
Sorry.
You disgust me, okay?
Disgusting.
Ugh. God.
Make me physically ill.
Yes. With all
It happens.
your red-leaning racism.
Red leaning. Ask the interwebs.
Yeah. It doesn't
I'm
even
so-
sound like you're leaning anymore.
I'm so red, I'm almost black, and I would be forced to hate myself.
Yeah. Well, get to it.
Plot twist. I already hate myself.
Beat you to it. I got ahead of the
I
internet.
don't need your reasons.
Yeah. Oh my God. How much time do we have left on this fucking episode? Have we discussed the fucking tunnels in detail enough to where
We keep discussing them, and you're like, I don't care about the
Dude, we don't
tunnels.
have a set schedule.
That-
We can
that's
do
the-
however much time
that's
you want.
what we were talking about. It's like, yeah, let's do this.
We can do 5 minutes or we can do 4
Yeah.
hours. It
See,
just
Corey,
doesn't matter.
Like, I don't care how long we put into
If
it. I
you're
don't-
done, we're done. We can turn it off.
I just don't think we can make this interesting.
But
we can't talk about it enough to make it interesting.
See, the wheels are squeaking and wobbling right now.
Bullshit. I'm pretty sure. The
I
front
know
wheel
a
of the
guy who can
motorcycle-
fix that.
What?
Those wheels.
The
wheels.
police threw out the spike strip. We're just running on rims.
Hey, you'll have that.
Yeah, we're about to fly over the oncoming traffic. Yeah, it's
Foreshadowing, by the way.
what?
Nothing.
Just keep tuning in this month. It'll make sense later.
Yes,
But it won't.
it's going to be a
Goddamn,
long.
I hope it does.
It's going to take a minute, but it'll pay off. I promise.
And by minute, he means like several weeks.
Yes.
Hold on, let me check my.
We like to do a lot of callbacks in this show
Oh,
to stuff
get it.
that you didn't watch in the first place. And
Yeah,
will
so-
make no sense to you.
If we talk about stuff and you're like, I don't understand, just watch the entire back catalog. It's the
And
only way
if-
to find out.
Start with the
If you-
psychic ones. We need.
If you need to
cues.
watch it all again, watch it all again.
Yes. And if you do that, if we get enough,
And like, comment, and subscribe.
yes, and if we get enough, we'll finally explain what lottery bandits are.
Well, we could do that right now.
We'll get around to that.
Okay, right now, explain to us what lottery bandits are.